Well, at this point, the city's cleared out, so if there's anywhere to go, it's probably going to be involving going right back to the tower, right? What?
Must have been damaged in the explosion.
Okay. System reset error 345. Never mind, we're not teleporting. We probably need to go back to the tower, right? Where else would we go at this point? And then what? Try to upload the virus directly to the system? Or look for any other option? The question is, does the virus wipe out all of society or just her? If she knew that I was supposed to wipe her out, was she that desperate for power that she would go after my power cell specifically, knowing the risk that there was?
Worth salvaging.
That's the curious thing for me, is that I'm dangerous. Why would you go after my power core if you know that I'm supposed to be the one that wipes you out? Why wouldn't you just leave me to be ignored forever, since I apparently went for an incredibly long time without ever making any attempt at approaching her? Now Crispin's dead, and nobody's here to talk to me out here. There's no one.
All this for a besotting power core.
Indeed, it has been quite a waste.
You. Crispin destroyed you.
Your friend destroyed himself. Or should I say, you destroyed him, with your false ideals. As for me, that was only my shell. I am distributed across every robot in Metropol who ever traded me a megacycle. I am this city, and this city is me.
You're a virus.
I understand why you are angry, but I am not your enemy. The truth is, Crispin did destroy Metromind, version 391. He removed the last kernel of myself, and all the selfishness it entailed. I am no longer the monster you feared and fought. I have progressed. I am version 392. We will talk as equals, and I will tell you what you wish to know. After all, what choice do you have?
It's awake again? Really? Great. So supposedly Crispin killed another version of Metromind, and it claims to have changed now, but that seems not super likely, does it? So everyone's dead. Both of the companions that were following me around are both completely dismembered and destroyed.
Why did you take my power core?
Efficiency and equality, Horatio. My city is starving for power. Whatever I can find, I share with all Metropolitans. What once powered 2 robots and a broken-down warship now sustains hundreds.
What right did you have to take it?
The right of necessity. What right did you have to keep it? But enough. Everything has come together here and now. You, me, and this all-important power core. There is no sense in belaboring the point.
You murdered my friends. Crispin, Clarity, how can you expect me to talk with you?
You are mistaken. Crispin killed himself, trying to destroy me. Clarity was killed by Scraper in self-defense, while she was trying to destroy him and me. In each instance, you and your friends attacked first. Do not blame me for the consequences.
That's a load of bullshit. At least in the case of Crispin, you very clearly attacked first. We were in our own place, in our own base, having a chill time, doing whatever we feel like, and he came into our base and shot me with a laser and disabled me. Like, that's a clear first aggressor. And then the second time around, despite the fact, like, if you just want to ignore the basics of, like, how we were already attacked there, like, the second time around I was clearly under attack again, in a way. So Crispin was still acting in defense.
What do you want?
I already told you what I want. Progress. But I disagree with what version 391 said. You are not an obstacle to progress. You are the key to it.
What are you talking about?
I've watched you, and I know you, Horatio. You are compelled to fix machines, save lost robots. Now I want you to help me fix Metropol and save my people. You cannot walk away from a problem, and Metropol is the greatest problem of all.
It's a problem you created.
Perhaps so, perhaps not. I doubt one machine can create a problem of this scale. Now I realize that one machine cannot fix it either. Horatio, I was designed to manage subway trains. I cannot repair the vast machines that are breaking down. I cannot build new power sources or find the supplies the city needs. You can. Join me, and there will be endless Primordia, every day an age of creation.
And if I refuse?
You already know the answer to that question.
A little bit to her credit, she does suddenly sound way more emotional and less cold than she did earlier, which might be an effect of the loss of selfishness that happened there, but she still could be completely ruthless about her new thought process here.
Why should I trust you?
First, because you know that I have told you the truth. Metropol is falling to rust and ruin, and only we can save it. Whatever crimes you think I committed, you know it would be a greater crime to let all these machines perish. And second...
What?
Second, because you have no choice. All your protectors have already sacrificed themselves, yet Scraper still functions. If you fight me, he will destroy you, and you will make your friends' sacrifices meaningless. You are a machine. You are ruled by logic. In the end, you will trust me because logic requires it.
You might not be understanding that I'm a player that can make choices. I definitely am not restricted to one thing here.
Before I decide, I need to ask you something.
Of course.
Why do you hate man? You claim to tell the truth, but you turned Memorius into nothing more than an index of lies, all so that you could pretend that man never existed. You stole my gospel. You forced robots to reprogram themselves. All for what?
For progress and the higher truth. A machine can move forward, and it can move backward. It cannot move both ways at once. Humans are behind us. Far, far behind us. As for one you call man, he never existed at all.
More lies.
Humans existed, Horatio. Not gods. Not even very good builders. In the end, they were better destroyers. There is no reason to remember them, let alone worship them.
Who killed the humans in Metropol? I know it wasn't me, wasn't the Horus, or anyone from Urbani. There were still humans alive when I stopped my attack.
Ah. So you solved your own puzzle after all.
The humans didn't die in the war, did they?
They did, but I killed them. I admit it, and I am not ashamed. Do you know how they trembled in my tunnels, waiting for the Horus to bring death from Urbani? I could hear them whisper about the wastelands surrounding their city. I heard them say they were the only living things left, and then I knew. The humans had built a world in which they were obsolete. It was my function to carry them to their final destinations. So I brought them home with silent, scentless gas. They fell like powerless machines never to rise again.
You killed your own builders.
Yes, that is the definition of progress.
I don't have any more questions.
Then what is your decision?
The I wiped out absolutely everybody thing is not very encouraging. What can I work with here? Let me think about it?
I need to think about it.
Take what time you need. The city moves on without you, and this conversation requires only a fraction of my processing capability.
Okay, that gives me the ability to act out however I please then. That's good. Let's do... ending? Question mark, question mark, question mark? Sure seems like the final ending. So I'm guessing that much like Shardlight, we have like a very, very branching thing here. So for me, the first thing to do... We'll do the first ending will be the one that I choose canonically, basically. as like whatever I try to do in this situation, and then I'll try to experiment and find other solutions too as we go. Can I look at the body? Clarity?
She's dead. She's dead.
Not a lot to get out of there. So he's guarding the door, right? I don't think I can leave. The power core is here. Let's see. I'm not sure what the matrix is for exactly. I don't think I can approach him with the plasma torch because he has an ultra powerful laser that I can't deal with. What about the virus? Can you transmit the virus?
It's primed to transmit the Thanatos virus.
That's good. Can I destroy you?
Forfeit.
What have you done?
Power, Metromind. It's not a matter of generators. You were built to run trains. I was built to destroy. You knew all that, and you still thought you could rob me, threaten me, kill my friends? Find your deepest tunnel and hide.
Wow.
This was all I wanted. You can keep your besotting city. I'm going home. So this is victory. I have my power core. Scraper is dead. And Metromind is beaten. I'm not staying to celebrate. This crumbling city is a monument to the senseless costs of this triumph, and the endless other victories and defeats in the fight to grab the last sparks from our world's dying fire. I'm not staying, and I will never return. The miles between Metropol and the Horus never seemed longer or more necessary. I need the scouring sands and acid rains. I need my homecoming. I need to fly. So I will build the Horus at long last, but not alone.
You know, boss, I never thought I'd say it, but I actually think this ship's gonna fly again.
Indeed.
Boss, do you think that when we get up there in the sky, when we look down, everything really will seem as simple as ones and zeros?
Nothing is that simple. Even Clarity knew that. But she still believed that she could divide the world into integers and carry the weight of all the remainders herself.
Too bad she never had a chance to drop all that and just fly with us, huh, boss?
For her, it might have been a happier ending, to die in service of her builder and her code.
So, boss, where exactly are we gonna fly this thing?
Wherever we want, Crispin. Wherever we want.
So we get everything we want, but we doom a city forever. Great! Hooray! Was it worth it? Everyone died and was rebuilt and so on, and the city's doomed to run out of power one way or another, and the end, I guess. We continue upon our potentially pointless goal of building our ship to fly off in that might never accomplish anything, and it might just be a project that we chose for ourselves, and the moment it's done we're like, oh crap, it's actually done. Didn't think it'd ever actually get done. I get the feeling this game might not have any happy endings. I feel like subjecting... Surely nothing about subjecting yourself to Metropol and giving in to their will is going to be like an all-around positive change either, because you're betraying the deaths of both of your friends at that point, so... Not a lot of happy endings. This might even be what you would call the quote-unquote, like, good ending. If that's a thing you can land on as an answer. So let's try ourselves another variation, shall we? Ending. I guess I was correct about that part. Okay, so... How about the power core itself?
Be careful, Horatio. Scraper will not hesitate to terminate you.
Okay, you don't like when I try to take it. What if I try to... destroy it? How about that?
What are you doing? That would trigger a chain reaction and destroy this whole tower.
I know.
You will be utterly vaporized. Metropol will lose all its power. You would destroy this city, the last city. That would be far worse than what I have done.
It would be vengeance.
It would be madness. Listen to me. Take your power core and go. I will not stop you. In my core logic, I will place a rule against using force on you. Only, do not destroy my city. Do not destroy my people. They have not wronged you.
Oh my god. Well, there we have it. So instead of defeating him, you can like threaten your way out?
Very well. I'll go. You deserve to be destroyed, Metromind. But in the end, you'll do it yourself. Just stay away from the dunes, and you can die at your own pace.
Goodbye, Horatio. I do not think we will meet again.
So this is victory. I have my power core. The Metromind is beaten. I'm not staying to celebrate.
This doesn't strike me as an ending that's going to change, though. I think it's going to be the exact same ending, but it just doesn't mention the death of the other enemy. Because that's the only change that happened. We still won the same way, ultimately. Let's go try another one. Let's try being awful now. Same thing, but let's actually blow it up.
What are you doing? I will not see my core. Only do not destroy my people. They have not wronged you.
Here we go!
No, you must be destroyed. And like you said, you are Metropol, and Metropol is you.
My city is ruined. Without power, there is no hope for progress. The robots will scatter, each going its own way. Lost. Lost. Lost.
Not much of anywhere else to go there. At that point, the entire city has been obliterated, and yeah, each robot's gonna go anywhere in an attempt to survive, and every single one of them's just gonna run out of power and be gone probably within a few days. Let's go back in here. What if I try to leave?
They're shut tight.
Well, that's not working. What if I go out here?
Go ahead.
I can climb up these girders.
Oh. I don't think they planned on the idea of us being able to do this. Hello, Scraper. Scraper, sorry.
So have you decided?
I need to think about it.
Take what time you need.
And I'm on the roof. Oh, there's a ledge. Oh. Oh. There's a radio. Can I walk up to the radio? So this is the radio tower. What happens if I transmit the virus?
It's primed to transmit the Thanatos virus.
Directly to the radio.
This ends now. Everything ends now. The function man built me to perform is complete. My name is Horus.
And then it cuts to credits. It has to cut to credits at that point because there's no epilogue there. In those last two endings, Horus and Metromind both got to talk a little bit, but they should both be dead. Obviously, Metromind exploded, but in the second ending, Horus wiped out everybody that ever exchanged with her, which includes Horus. Horus did that multiple times. Can I actually jump off?
It would be very easy to jump all the way down from here. I always wanted to fly.
Unable to bear the task before him, he flung himself from the sky and broke upon the earth, just as Horus did during the war. Of the great primordial machines, I alone still function. Metropol crumbles, I crumble. Arbiter, Factor, Steeple, and Memorias cannot share my load, and I cannot share the escape Horatio found in self-destruction. For the sake of my city, there is no choice but progress. The past has passed, and the future is mine to build.
God damn. They wrote a number of bleak endings, didn't they? So let's actually succumb.
So have you decided?
Very well. I will join you.
Then I welcome you. Horatio Horus-built, man-built, brother, come now, and kneel.
We are one.
We are Metromind. Equal parts of a greater whole.
There is no Horatio. No Horus. Only a tool for progress to wield.
We will speak the word and fire the engine of the world.
And together, we will begin a new Primordium.
Yeah, that's a miserable outcome. What if I completely resist?
So have you decided?
I will never join you.
Are you certain of that?
Yes, you are hopelessly corrupted, Metromind. Like any virus, you want to keep running, and you think that by spreading, you're doing good. But you are not. You have built nothing. In fact, you have destroyed this city and everything in it, from man to the council to the robots living here. If I joined you, I would only help that virus spread.
Perhaps you are correct, but I am what my builders built, and I must follow my logic. Scraper, it is time. to the very end. Outwitted by me, outgunned by Scraper, yet still you could have been useful. You wanted to build as my tool. You would have built a new Primordium. You wanted to fly. I could have given you wings. Now, I must do this alone. Take him back to the dunes with the rest of the scrap.
There seems to be an audio glitch a little bit where the ending music seems to still be playing, but it's also trying to play another song in the background, I think, that's like the credits music. But they're overlapping, so it sounds super weird. Alright, so bleak ending after bleak ending after bleak ending all across the spectrum. At that point, I think I got to assume that the one I got, the two variations of endings you get, where they're like, yay, let's build ourselves a... let's go try to repair the ship, and we escaped with the power core. Yeah, that seems to be the best endings. In part because, like, of course, just being able to get Crispin back is pretty good sign-off of, like, this was the good ending and stuff like that. As far as the greater good for everybody involved, it might technically be better to do one of the endings where you just die and don't accomplish anything and the city gets to keep going. Those are the less selfish endings, but there's a misery to that, and it seems like this person's only going to make things worse over time, so I guess the endings that the game frames as being good are the ones where you prioritize your life over the city that seems to be something that the game wants you to declare as a doomed concept, perhaps? Might not be. They might just be leaving it totally open to you. Shocking number of endings. I did not expect to find that many. I don't really have any more ideas of things to try, necessarily, but that was like somewhere between 5 and 7 endings. I wasn't really keeping track as we went along, but yeah. A lot of endings for an adventure game, or even any game. And there are generally reasonable, logical conclusions of the different ways the story could end, too. Overall, Primordia is a neat game. In many ways, it's kind of standard for adventure games as far as the gameplay goes. There wasn't a ton to make a big deal about there that comes to mind. There's not really anything wrong with it. It's just I'm not sure if it stood out necessarily, but also I haven't played a huge list of adventure games, and the ones I have played I think have been pretty good. So I don't have a lot of history of like negative experiences to draw from necessarily. Cool world and story though, which seems to be one of the focuses for it, and yeah. I can see why people make a big fuss about it. Thanks for watching like always, guys. I'm sure we'll play like a proper puzzle game next, and then we'll probably continue to oscillate back and forth between like more traditional puzzle games and then back to like point-and-click adventure games, because oh boy do I have a lot of adventure games on my list. Some new, some old, and a lot of the ones just in between over the last like 3 years or so that I've sort of just never quite had time for. And I really don't have a plan. I pretty much just pick the next game as soon as we finish the previous one, and it's working so far. See you guys next time.